Hey, so I did a bad thing. Over the past, 3 or 4 months or so, I've bought some books, but it's not my fault because you were supposed to stop me. So, somehow this is your fault because I'm never wrong. Nothing is ever my fault. So why didn't you stop me? You were supposed to stop me. So, anyways, I thought, since this is all your fault, I would show you the books that you peer pressured me into buying over the past couple months. So I have books from 3 different locations. The first 2 that I'm going to show you I got from the library. Not necessarily like a library sale, but I was at the library and they had like 2 shelves of books for sale for $1 each. So you better believe that I went over and looked at those, and so I got 2 things. First thing I got is Player One, What is Becoming of Us by Douglas Coupland. Douglas Coupland's a Canadian author that, I don't know why I haven't read anything by him yet. I've been meaning to read a whole whack of his books for quite a while, and I just haven't picked one up yet for some unknown reason to me. And this wasn't really one of the ones that I had on my list of things that I wanted to read from him. But I read the first page and I was hooked and into it, so I thought, it's $1, why not? This is as good of a place to start as any. Apparently it's about, I believe, 4 people, and they're trapped, or 5 people, and they're trapped inside an airport during the apocalypse, and the whole thing takes place within a couple hours. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. That should be good. And the next thing I got was A Confederacy of Dunces by John Kennedy Toole, one that I've been meaning to read and pick up for a long time. I don't know too much about it. The only thing I know is it's based off of the idea that anytime there is a very intelligent person, there is going to be a confederacy of dunces banding together against them. Yeah, apparently it's great. I'm under the impression that it's sort of like a dark comedy or something, so I'm down. So then the next book I got from a record store on Record Store Day. I don't know if this is like a worldwide thing, or if it's just a North American thing, or if it's just a Canadian thing. I don't really know. One day a year, a whole bunch of artists will release all of these like special editions and stuff on records. And it's very exciting for record collectors, one of which I am not. My boyfriend and his friends and stuff are all super into records, so they wanted to go to Record Store Day, and I went with them. And one of the stores we went to had a book section, so I obviously scuttled over there. So I picked this up. It's called The Rest is Noise, Listening in the 20th Century by Alex Ross. Apparently it just goes through the 20th century and all of the political events that happened, and then traces it to music that was popular at the time. It's slightly annoying because this is what I wrote my thesis on in grad school. I have a feeling that this is going to be my thesis, except well done. Yeah, I mean, in fairness, I focused on punk as fuck, but, yeah, it's my stupid thesis, except well done, because it won a Pulitzer Prize. And then the last 5 I got from the thrift store, so it's buy 4 books, get 1 free, and so I got 5 books for $12. It's pretty exciting. So the first thing is The Color Purple by Alice Walker. This is a book I feel like I should have read a long time ago, and I haven't, so I should do that. I'm not exactly sure what it's about, but kind of a social commentary on what it's like to be African American. I think it takes place in the 60s or the 70s. I know that it's on a lot of controversial banned book lists and stuff, so I'm very interested in reading this. It should be great. So there's that. I also got The Casual Vacancy by J.K. Rowling. This is another book that I've been meaning to read for quite a while, but since it's a huge hardcover and whatever, it's normally like close to $40, so it's not happening. So yeah, next thing I got, I had never heard of this before, but it's Skippy Dies by Paul Murray. Yeah, I'd never heard of it, but it just kind of seemed interesting, and I don't know, I just had good vibes about it, so I just wanted to give it a shot. Apparently it's also a dark comedy about some sort of overweight genius, and he's really interested in math and aliens, and he's at a boarding school, and he likes this girl who's a psychopath or something. I don't know. It was longlisted for the Man Booker Prize in 2010. Sure, why not? We'll see how it goes. The thing I got was East of Eden by John Steinbeck. I haven't read any Steinbeck, so I don't know if this is a good place to start or not, but they had it, and apparently it's about two twins, and one is raised in this, fantastically rich family, and another is raised a poor family. He doesn't get a lot of attention from his parents, and I guess how different or similar that they turn out. So kind of a nature versus nurture kind of thing, I think. Sounds interesting. I'm down. He's a literary legend, so I should probably read something by him at some point, so yay. And then the last thing I got, I also have no idea what it is, but it's Consumer Republic, Using Brands to Get What You Want, Make Corporations Behave, and Maybe Even Save the World by Bruce Phillip. It's a non-fiction book, and he is trying to argue that we as consumers have more power than we give ourselves credit for. Something about how the branding is the most important aspect of a corporation, and brands only have the power that we give them. So we as consumers have more power to make corporations do good ethical things and stuff. Kind of seems like the other side of what you normally read about, in that we're powerless against these huge conglomerates. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see how that goes. So yeah, those are things that I bought that you made me buy. Oh my god. Hey, so funny story. Remember that time that I filmed a book haul and I wasn't supposed to buy books? And then I hadn't even put up that book haul yet, and then I bought more books. Oh, what a ride. I went to the bookstore today because I am doing a buddy read with Craving Books and Blabber On and Caroline Moon and Jellybean Legs, and we are all banding together to read House of Leaves together. Try to take some of the pressure off because it's a little intimidating, just a little bit. We were going to read it in June, and so I needed to go out and buy it, and I can't trust myself in bookstores. I don't like to go to them because then I browse and spend money on things that I don't want to spend money on. So I blame all of them for these purchases that aren't House of Leaves because I should not have bought these books. I mean, granted, I could have just ordered the book online a little bit earlier if I didn't procrastinate so much, but it's still their fault. It's not mine. Going back to my nothing is ever my fault thing. Yeah. So the first thing I bought, shocker, is House of Leaves. So we're all going to be reading this month. Oh my god, it's so maybe it's probably going to take me more than a month, I'm going to be honest. Sorry guys, I apologize. If you have this sitting around your house and you need some moral support in reading it, please read it, and yeah, it'll be fun and we can all support each other. And yay, books! The other thing that I got was The Martian. I've heard amazing things about this book, so I really wanted to check it out. Also, I am obsessed with Mars One. Like, I'm on their mailing list, and like I just can't stop reading about it and can't stop watching interviews and things. Like, I'm obsessed with it in the most sensationalist of ways, and it is so embarrassing, but I can't help it. And even if like they don't go to Mars, the fact that they're like actually trying to plan to go to Mars forever is insane. Like, I don't know how it's just not everywhere all the time, because it's in my head all the time. I thought that this, anyways, so I thought that this would bode well with my Mars One obsession at the moment. So yay. And then the last thing I got, I did okay. I only bought two things that I wasn't supposed to, is The Night Guest by Fiona McFarlane. I'm trying to read it on the screen. This was just a random buy. It was on sale. I think it was $6. I don't know, I was just intrigued by it. It's about a woman who, all of her kids have moved out and stuff, and so she lives alone on this island, lives a very, quiet life, and she has this woman show up at her door and says that she's her caseworker sent to her from the government, and so she says, oh, okay, cool. And so she brings this woman into her house, and then apparently all of these weird things start happening, and it's kind of a mystery. And I'm under the impression that the mystery is kind of whether or not she's a reliable narrator. Like, we're trying to figure out, you know, is this woman causing these things? Is our narrator hallucinating or being paranoid? There's also a tiger, apparently. I just thought it seemed cool. So there you have it. So those are the other books that I bought. My God, what is BookTube doing to me? Oh. Also, I feel like my end cut off on my other video anyway, so it was a good thing that I bought books anyway, so now I can formally say goodbye to you. Let me know if you read any of these, and I will talk to you later. Bye!